They say money can buy anything: comfort, power, even happiness. But in one of the wealthiest nations on earth, where luxury drips from every skyscraper and prosperity is a birthright, there's one thing many women can't seem to feign: love. Despite living in a world of opulence, surrounded by success and opportunity, countless women in this glittering paradise face an unexpected struggle: loneliness. The very men they are expected to build a future with are looking elsewhere, leaving behind a growing divide between tradition and modernity, expectation and reality. Why would men walk away from such privilege? And how do the women left behind navigate life in a society where everything appears perfect, except the one thing that matters most? Today, we're revealing details about Qatar, one of the world's wealthiest countries. A country that is thriving economically, but unraveling socially. By the end of this journey, you'll see the stark contrast between external wealth and internal fulfillment. Could the world's obsession with material success be at the expense of deeper human connections? Stay tuned as we delve into Qatar's rich history, untold struggles, and the hidden reasons for its lavish wealth. Qatar, located along the northeastern edge of the Arabian Peninsula, is a modern marvel. Its rise from a small pearl diving economy to a global economic powerhouse is nothing short of remarkable. Fueled by vast reserves of natural gas and oil, Qatar boasts one of the highest GDP per capita figures in the world, consistently ranking among the top nations in global wealth indexes. But its wealth is not only about numbers. It's about the lived experience of its citizens and the opulence embedded in every corner of the nation. Driving through Doha, Qatar's capital, is like entering a city of the future. Towering skyscrapers stretch skyward, their glass facades reflecting the desert sun. Each structure seems to compete in design and ambition, with iconic landmarks such as the Tornado Tower and the Qatar Towers redefining architectural limits. The skyline itself tells a story of aspiration, of a nation determined to stand among the giants of the modern world. Infrastructure projects here are more than just functional. They are also statements of excellence. The Hamad International Airport, with its sprawling terminals and luxurious amenities, has established itself as a global air travel hub, setting new standards in passenger comfort. The Doha Metro, sleek and efficient, weaves through the city like a silver thread, seamlessly connecting neighborhoods and landmarks for both residents and visitors. Qatar's malls are more than just shopping destinations. They're experiences. Malls like Villaggio and the Mall of Qatar provide a sensory overload, with everything from gondola rides through Venetian-style canals to sprawling food courts serving international cuisine. These spaces combine commerce and leisure, with families gathering, tourists exploring, and luxury brands catering to every whim. Even beyond the retail spectacle, these malls serve as cultural melting pots, showcasing art installations, hosting festivals, and offering spaces for public performances. They reflect Qatar's dual identity, rooted in tradition but eager. Amidst this modernity, Qatar has not lost sight of its cultural identity. Souk Waqif, a bustling market in the heart of Doha, is a vivid reminder of the country's heritage. Here, the scent of spices mingles with the sound of merchants hawking their wares, offering everything from handcrafted jewelry to traditional garments. Camel racing, falconry, and dhow sailing are more than just pastimes. They are cherished traditions that connect Qataris to their Bedouin ancestry. The Qatar Cultural Village acts as a link between the old and new. This sprawling complex houses theaters, galleries, and cultural events, providing a platform for contemporary artists to explore Qatar's evolving identity while paying homage to its rich history. The Museum of Islamic Art, a global treasure, displays artifacts from all over the Islamic world, emphasizing Qatar's role as both a preserver of tradition and a hub of cultural exchange. For Qatari women, this environment of progress and prosperity has brought remarkable opportunities. Education, in particular, has been a cornerstone of the nation's modernization efforts. Sikante has invested heavily in institutions, such as Education City, which hosts branches of world-renowned universities. Women make up a significant portion of the student population, excelling in fields such as medicine, law, and engineering. Many Qatari women are now leaders in their fields, breaking barriers and challenging stereotypes. They are doctors, entrepreneurs, diplomats, and innovators. The nation celebrates their achievements, positioning them as symbols of progress and modernity. Yet, for all their accomplishments, Qatari women face unique challenges in navigating societal expectations. While they are encouraged to pursue education and careers, cultural norms still prioritize family and marriage as central to a woman's identity. Many women find themselves walking a tightrope striving for professional success, while managing societal pressure to conform to traditional roles. These tensions are further exacerbated by the growing trend of Qatari men marrying non-Qatari women. This dynamic leaves many Qatari women without suitable partners, as cultural restrictions often discourage them from marrying outside their nationality or. The resulting imbalance has given rise to what some describe as a silent epidemic of loneliness, hidden behind the country's glittering facade. Qatar's wealth and progress are undeniable. Its cities gleam with modernity, its citizens enjoy unparalleled benefits, and its cultural institutions are global benchmarks. But beneath the surface lies a more complex reality, a tension between the external trappings of success and the internal challenges of navigating a rapidly changing society. This duality is particularly evident in the lives of Qatari women, who embody both the triumphs and the struggles of a nation at the crossroads of tradition and modernity. As we delve deeper into their stories, we begin to understand the personal and societal costs of this paradox. This tension between external opulence and internal fulfillment sets the stage for a deeper exploration of this paradox. How did this disconnect emerge in a nation that seems to have everything? And what does it mean for the future of Qatari society, culture, and families? Make sure you subscribe to keep on learning about the loneliest women in Qatar. In Qatar. Beneath the dazzling skyline and shimmering affluence of Qatar lies a quieter, more somber reality. For many Qatari women, the pursuit of love and companionship has become an increasingly elusive goal. Despite the country's extraordinary progress in education, infrastructure, and gender equality, the deeply ingrained cultural expectations surrounding marriage present challenges that wealth and modernity alone cannot resolve. Marriage in Qatar is more than a union between two individuals. It is a cornerstone of societal identity. Historically, families have placed immense emphasis on preserving lineage and tribal connections through carefully arranged marriages. These traditions are seen as a way to maintain the integrity of Qatari culture, but they often come at a cost. For Qatari women, the expectations around marriage are particularly stringent. They are encouraged to marry within their nationality, tribe, and social class, a narrowing of options that makes finding a compatible partner significantly more challenging. While men in Qatar have the freedom to marry non-Qatari women, societal norms discourage women from looking outside their own cultural circles, even as the pool of eligible Qatari men continues to shrink. This creates a paradox. Women are told to aspire to success and independence, yet they are also expected to fulfill traditional roles as wives and mothers. The conflicting demands can leave many women feeling trapped, as their accomplishments are overshadowed by societal judgments about their marital status. A growing number of Qatari men are seeking partners abroad, marrying women from different nationalities who may be perceived as more flexible or less bound by cultural traditions. This trend, driven by both personal and societal factors, has profound implications for Qatari women. With fewer men available within their cultural sphere, many women find themselves sidelined in the marriage market. This is not a matter of choice, but of circumstance, a reality that often goes unspoken in public discourse. The emotional toll can be significant, as women face not only loneliness but also societal scrutiny for remaining unmarried. For Qatari women, the search for love and companionship is not just a personal journey. It is a reflection of the broader tensions within their society. As the country continues to evolve, finding a balance between cultural heritage and the realities of modern life will be essential. What do you think Qatar should do to address this silent crisis? Should traditions evolve, or is there a way to honor heritage while expanding opportunities for women? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The broader impact on society. For centuries, marriage in Qatar has been the bedrock of tradition, a sacred bond that ensures cultural continuity and family honor. But what happens when this very institution begins to unravel? The growing divide between Qatar's traditional values and its rapidly modernizing society is no longer just a personal dilemma. It's a national reckoning. As Qatari men increasingly seek partners from abroad, the number of unmarried Qatari women continues to rise, disrupting the family structures that have long defined the nation. This shift brings deep and complex consequences. Women, once expected to be the heart of domestic life, are now thriving as professionals and leaders. Yet, their success comes with a cost: the stigma of remaining single. Families worry about lineage, society clings to expectations, and an unspoken tension grows between heritage and modern aspirations. Can a nation preserve its identity while its people redefine their roles? Or is it time for Qatar to rethink what tradition truly means in a changing world? Financial pressures and marriage. The financial pressures associated with traditional marriages in Qatar are not just a personal burden. They are a significant societal challenge with far-reaching consequences. Lavish wedding ceremonies, costly dowries, and the expectation of maintaining a luxurious lifestyle have made marriage an expensive endeavor, placing immense strain on young Qatari men and their families. These financial barriers often deter men from pursuing local marriages, contributing to the growing trend of seeking partners outside their cultural circles and further widening the divide between tradition and modern realities. Marriage in Qatar has long been intertwined with cultural prestige and family honor, with weddings serving as grand spectacles that showcase wealth and status. Many families feel obligated to host opulent ceremonies in luxurious venues, complete with elaborate decorations, designer outfits, and extravagant feasts. The cost of such weddings can easily reach hundreds of thousands of Qatari riyals, making it financially overwhelming for many young men, particularly those who are just beginning their careers. In addition to the wedding itself, dowries, financial gifts, or assets traditionally given by the groom to the bride can be substantial. While intended as a symbol of security for the bride, dowries have, in many cases, become an unspoken competition between families, escalating to unrealistic amounts. These financial expectations can discourage young men from marrying within their community, as marrying a non-Qatari woman often comes with fewer financial obligations and more flexibility in lifestyle choices. The economic consequences of these trends extend beyond individual families. As fewer Qatari men marry within their cultural group, businesses that rely on traditional weddings, event planners, jewelers, florists, caterers, and luxury bridal designers are experiencing shifts in demand. The wedding industry, which thrives on large-scale celebrations, faces uncertainty as more men opt for simpler ceremonies abroad or with non-Qatari spouses who may have different customs and expectations. At the same time, the growing number of cross-cultural marriages introduces new economic dynamics. Mixed nationality families often have different financial habits, expectations, and approaches to spending. Some may prioritize a more modest lifestyle, while others may navigate the complexities of managing wealth across different cultural norms. These shifts challenge long-standing economic patterns and create new pressures on Qatari families who must reconcile tradition with emerging financial realities. Beyond finances, the pressure to meet these high expectations can take a mental and emotional toll on both men and women. Many young men feel trapped between their desire to uphold cultural traditions and the financial realities that make doing so increasingly difficult. Some delay marriage indefinitely, while others turn to foreign partners as a means of escaping these pressures. On the other hand, women who remain unmarried due to these economic obstacles may face societal scrutiny, further compounding the loneliness and isolation already experienced by many. Qatar continues to modernize. The question remains, should these long-standing marriage traditions adapt to ease the burden on young couples? Could reducing dowry expectations and simplifying wedding customs encourage more local marriages? Or will the weight of tradition continue to push men and women further apart? These are questions that demand serious reflection, as the financial realities of marriage in Qatar shape not only personal choices, but the future of society itself. Cultural identity and the future. One of the most divisive issues surrounding these trends is the perceived decline of Qatari culture. Marriages have historically served as a means of preserving heritage by passing down traditions and values through generations. The increasing number of cross-cultural marriages has sparked debate over whether they dilute or diversify Qatar's identity. For some, the growing diversity represents an opportunity to enrich Qatari culture by combining traditional practices with global influences. Others view it as a threat to the country's unique heritage as younger generations adopt new customs. This tension reflects a larger challenge for Qatar: how to stay grounded in its history while embracing the possibilities of a globalized future. Sociologists studying these dynamics argue that Qatar's experience is not unique. Similar trends are emerging in other wealthy, traditional societies where modernity clashes with cultural expectations. They emphasize the importance of open dialogue and inclusive policies to address these challenges. For example, encouraging mixed nationality marriages, while preserving key cultural traditions, could offer a path forward. Creating platforms for young people to discuss their values and expectations openly could also help bridge the gap between generations. These approaches require a delicate balance, but they offer hope for a more cohesive society. The role of government and community leaders. The Qatari government and community leaders play a critical role in shaping this transition. Public campaigns that promote gender equality and highlight the accomplishments of women can help to reduce the stigma associated with being unmarried. Some initiatives are already making progress. Women's economic empowerment programs, such as entrepreneurship grants and leadership workshops, highlight their contributions outside of traditional roles. However, more focused efforts are required to address the emotional and social challenges that women face. Relaxing tribal marriage restrictions could also provide more opportunities for women while preserving key aspects of Qatari identity. Similarly, revisiting the financial expectations associated with weddings may make local marriages more accessible for young men. Nation at a crossroads. Qatar stands at a pivotal moment in its history. Its incredible wealth and rapid modernization have positioned it as a global leader. Yet, these same forces have created challenges that demand careful consideration. The question now is whether Qatar can adapt its traditions to meet the needs of a changing society. Will it find ways to balance its heritage with the aspirations of its people, or will the growing divide between tradition and modernity lead to further fragmentation? If you were tasked with finding a solution to these challenges, what steps would you take? Should traditions evolve to accommodate modern realities, or should they stand as steadfast pillars of cultural identity? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and while you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Qatar is a land of striking contrasts. Its wealth and global influence are unparalleled, demonstrating its ambition and success. However, behind the gleaming facades of skyscrapers and luxury malls lies a deeply personal struggle, a challenge that goes beyond material wealth and speaks to the heart of human existence. Qatari women's search for connection and belonging is a delicate balancing act between the pressures of tradition, societal expectations, and modern aspirations. Many people find themselves caught between two worlds, one that celebrates their independence and accomplishments, and another that measures their worth based on their ability to conform to traditional roles. Their stories of loneliness and longing reveal the hidden costs of living in a society that prizes appearances, but often overlooks the emotional realities of its people. Qatari men, too, face a unique set of challenges. Their decisions to marry outside their culture reflect a desire for freedom and compatibility. But these choices also create ripples that extend far beyond their personal lives. The growing number of cross-cultural unions raises important questions about the future of Qatar's identity, values, and traditions. Qatar's story is not an isolated one. Across the globe, nations grappling with the pressures of modernity and globalization are facing similar tensions. The clash between tradition and progress is a universal theme, one that invites us all to reflect on the ways we navigate change in our own lives and societies. As we explore these themes, Qatar offers a powerful lens through which to examine the intersection of wealth, culture, and human connection. It challenges us to consider what truly matters. Is it success, heritage, or something as simple and as complex as finding someone to share it with? The path forward for Qatar lies in striking a balance between honoring its past and embracing the possibilities of its future. This means creating spaces for open dialogue where people can share their experiences and aspirations without fear of judgment. It means fostering a culture of empathy and understanding where the complexities of modern relationships are recognized and respected. For Qatari women, this could mean new opportunities to broaden their horizons, whether through more relaxed cultural norms or increased support for their personal and professional goals. For men, it may entail redefining what it means to respect tradition while seeking meaningful partnerships that reflect their values. The government, too, has an important role to play by removing financial and social barriers to local marriages, encouraging gender equality, and celebrating diverse forms of family life. Qatar can pave the way for a more inclusive society, one that is deeply rooted in its heritage while embracing the realities of a globalized world. As we wrap up this exploration of Qatar's societal dynamics, we invite you to join the conversation. What do you think is the key to balancing tradition and modernity in a rapidly changing world? Should cultural norms evolve to meet the needs of a new generation, or should they remain steadfast pillars of identity? Share your insights in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it thought-provoking. Your engagement helps us continue creating meaningful content that dives deep into the world's most fascinating cultures and societies. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community. And here it is, the most valuable gift always comes at the end. If you're planning a trip to Qatar, when is the best time to visit? What should we eat and drink to truly experience the culture and have an unforgettable journey? This is what I want to share with you. The ideal time to visit is from November to March, when the weather is cool and pleasant, unlike the scorching summer months. This is also when major cultural and sporting events take place, such as the Qatar Open Tennis Tournament and the Qatar International Food Festival, offering visitors incredible experiences. Beyond exploring modern architectural marvels and vast deserts, Qatari cuisine is something you simply cannot miss. Try matchbus, a fragrant rice dish with lamb or chicken infused with rich spices, or saluna, a hearty stew with vegetables. If you have a sweet tooth, don't miss lukaimet, crispy fried dough balls drizzled with honey and sesame, or khan farouche, a delicate pastry infused with saffron and rosewater. These flavors not only showcase the blend of Arab traditions and Gulf cuisine, but also form an essential part of experiencing Qatar's rich culture. In the end, Qatar's journey reminds us that success is about more than material wealth. It's about the connections we forge, the values we uphold, and the legacies we leave behind. As the nation continues to grow and evolve, Arab people will play a vital role in shaping its future. One decision, one relationship, one conversation at a time. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update.